get rid of Columbus Day and acknowledge Indigenous Peoples Day.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So indigenous people meaning just Native Americans or First Nation or whatever?
What is the politically correct term? You can't, is it American Indian? Is it Native American?
They also call it Native American Day.
Okay.
I feel like Native American is the most appropriate because it's like you're native.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot better than indigenous.
Well, maybe they weren't even Americans. That's why I like how the Canadians call them First Nation.
Yeah, there's First Nation.
Did you guys know though that Alaska and Oregon don't even celebrate it? I
That makes
was pretty
sense.
interesting.
How do you even celebrate it? What do? Do you parade down the street and fucking jack people?
I think she means just acknowledge it.
We learned about it. We learned that poem. Columbus sailed 92, ocean blue. That's all we all know about.
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
And raped and pillaged the Indians.
Yeah.
And your mama too.
And then Mama too.
That all rhymes.
Yeah.
Hawaii doesn't celebrate it either. Well, Hawaii actually celebrates Discoverers Day, honoring Polynesian explorers. I thought that was
That's
pretty cool.
dope.
You know what sucks? All over the world, Native peoples are fucking not even running their own country. Well, majority of the world.
Well, most of the world that was colonized, European colonized.
Yeah.
It's always weird to me to see the old pictures when they start dressing up natives, whether it be here or Australia, into like westernized clothing.
Yeah, it's weird.
It just looks crazy. Then it makes you think. Because when I was in Sydney, I went to the museum, and surprisingly, I guess not surprisingly, it makes sense that a lot of their history and their relationship with indigenous people is very mirrored to America's. But then you see all the Aborigine people like all super sad in like American clothing. But it just makes me think like, even going to Hong Kong and back recently was like, we're obviously a Eurocentric country. I mean, it's America. Like, it's a white world. Like, we're non-white people in a white world. We're dressed in white clothes.
Yep. Speaking the white language.
Speak the American. I mean, not that it's a bad thing. It's just a reality.
No, yeah, it's they kind of they're in power.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have the biggest influence.
It's just interesting. We still celebrate it. You don't just celebrate it.
That's why there's a lot of activists saying like, you know, celebrating Columbus Day is really just celebrating the painful history of like the colonialism and the genocide and all of that happened with Columbus coming to this country.
Yeah.
And they're also saying though, like, you know, many Italian Americans relate Columbus because, you know, he was Italian, so like to their heritage. So a lot of Italian Americans are like protesting the Native American Day or Indigenous Peoples Day because they're saying that it'll be dishonoring the Italian.
Well, it's because they didn't get fucked with, that's why.
Yeah.
It's because they profited off of it. So what? Of course they're gonna celebrate.
The Italians didn't really profit off it because Italians didn't really colonize. They're like the least colonized as European countries. There's no Italian colonies.
Profit from association.
Yeah.
It's building up their culture. Like,
Right.
look what our people
They have a
did.
sense of pride of Columbus Day. I guess you could celebrate if you want, but I think I like the idea of having Indigenous People Day.
Yeah.
Me too, I like that too.
There's not enough recognition.
Yeah.
You
You know,
know,
there's only 2% of Native Americans in the U.S. 2%.
That sucks.